Hello, I'm going to be talking about independence of hands. Do you or your pupils ever suffer from stiff forearms, or find that you can't easily control the quality of your sound? If so, it's probably because you have insufficiently thorough independence of hands. The body is built symmetrically and feels most comfortable when doing the same articulation, either a staccato or a legato. When one hand has to do something different than the other, each hand is likely to come out in sympathy with the other. It's drawn to emulate the other, with the result that you neither produce a really good staccato nor a really good legato. So what we need to do is first make sure that staccato is very, very thorough. All movement begins from the centre of the back. We need to have an intention, but release thereafter, no tension. So a simple C major chord in which I push off and thereby have a flexible wrist is a very, very good, simple technique. A little pushing off, and you can see there's no tension there at all. Left hand, no tension at all. Then the opposite for a legato, we want to feel that we're hugging the piano, and I'm therefore pulling the notes slightly towards me. And you can see this involves the use of arm weight, just pulling towards me. And I'm connecting very deeply from the bottom of one note to the bottom of the next. It can help if you think of hugging the piano or even massaging the piano, because you want to have that continuous feeling of movement. You can see how my arm is circling. Continuous movement, never allowing any stiffness or tension to build up. So we've got those two things now, the push off and the hug or the pull. The next step, therefore, is to do one in one hand and one in the other. And for these purposes, we're going to begin with just one movement, and I'm choosing to make my right hand legato and my left hand staccato. Here we come, just one movement. And again, checking that there's no tension here and there's no tension there. Useful imagery is imagining that you're playing seesaw, where the heavy brother is playing in the higher register in this instance, and the light little sister is playing in the low register, and she gets shaken off her seat. And it's great fun. And she loves it. And we can do it the different way round with the heavy brother on the left hand, so to speak. So just that one action and checking that there's no tension, and the other action, checking that there's no tension, is a really good place to start. The next step would be to choose a piece in which one hand is consistently staccato and the other hand is consistently legato. There is such a piece, the Mazurka in the current Grade 2 Trinity syllabus by Maria Szymanowska, where the right hand has a lovely warm legato and the left hand has chords to accompany. Detached chords because they are repeated chords. Here we come. So if I was teaching that to a pupil, I would make sure that they got one movement right at a time. And then on to the next one. So a constant series of seesaws, making sure that at no stage are they holding tension. There's a clear hug with the right hand and a clear push with the left. And or this can be done the other way round. There's a piece in the current Associated Board syllabus, O Waly Waly, traditional folk song arranged by Hyle Davis, where the melody is in the left. Nice legato here, hugging the piano with an accompanying chord. And that lovely gentle accompanying chord. I'm pushing off very thoroughly, but quite slowly to get that difference of tone colour. Next step is then to take a piece where there's more differences of articulation, and here I've chosen an Écossaise in G by Beethoven from the 2023 to 24 ABRSM syllabus, again grade 2, these are all grade 2 pieces by the way. So here we have the Écossaise. The left hand is consistently detached, but the right hand has a variety of articulation. Slur, push, staccato, 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 slur, staccato, 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 slur. So at the moments when there's an opposition of hands, particular care needs to be taken. But it's quite helpful to know exactly what's going on at each point. So again, one movement at a time, both off, both off, both off, both off, both off. Now get ready, the right's going to hug and the left's going to push. Get ready, right's going to hug, left's going to push. And so on. The fun part of this is the second section where there's detached octaves in the left hand, so a consistent pushing in the left hand, and the right hand sometimes pushes and sometimes hugs. Push together, push together, push together, push together. It feels such fun to push together. Now the right hand's just about to hug, so I'm going to do a seesaw action. And push together. So the right hand's hugging there, and the left hand's playing staccato there. And so on. And so deeply exaggerating and enjoying the differences will make sure that not only no tension builds up, but that your pupil feels very, very secure. There are other practice methods, of course, you can do as well, but we don't have time to go into those. I'm just talking about this opposition of staccato and legato. And then, of course, you'll get to pieces where each hand has some staccato and some legato. I find it very, very helpful to mark in my score precise slurs and precise staccatos, including at the end of a slur where the hand is going to come off. This is a very well-known piece, the Alla Turca from the Mozart Sonata in A minor, K331. We've got the right hand. Now, how soon am I going to take that quaver off? I need to know. Nice and easy to take both hands off together rather than go. So I'm going to choose to take them like that. Both off together. Staccato in the left, legato in the right. Both off together. Both staccato. Right hand is going to finish staccato while the left hand has legato there. It's all very clearly marked into my score. Both staccato, both staccato. So I've made very, very deliberate and decided choices about the end of each note. Precisely where am I going to end a note and how does that correlate with the other hand? But the net result is a really clean, sparkling sound. With practice, that will come faster and faster. I think I've spoken for long enough. I'm not going to play you the whole of this movement, but that kind of attention to detail is what enables you to play it without ever stiffening up in your forearms. Thanks for watching.